All right, we live. Let me play this song. We had our 11th episode, y'all. Welcome to the Not Afraid to Lose Sports Podcast. We're going to get started in just a moment. We're going to play a song, get some people up in here.
Just pay my bills, ain't got money left, stepping in my good shoes. Cuban on my chest, lady, can I roll with you? Looking Dougie fresh, killing it, oopsie, I just made a mess. My frame alone is a masterpiece. You wanna see my paintbrush, come demonstrate your craft for me. I'm not a star, paparazzi still be after me, but I trust in God and my brothers down to blasphemy. Smoking premium gas until I'm out of breath. Work as hard as I play until I'm out this flesh. Used to have no game, now my team went without the refs. Code with words ever since I learned the alphabet. Put a little tone on these bones, now it's time to flex. Stop chasing dimes, got 100 back. When she give me some honey, don't need a honey pack. Plenty deep for that tight end, have a running back. Just pay my bills, ain't got money left, stepping in my good shoes. Cuban on my chest, lady, can I roll with you? Looking Dougie fresh, killing it, oopsie, I just made a mess. Just pay my bills, ain't got money left, stepping in my good shoes. Cuban on my chest, lady, can I roll with you? Looking Dougie fresh, killing it, oopsie, I just made a mess. Looking fine 99, put some tax on it. If you hungry and want cheese, I'm the macaroni. On the Bible, this is no holy matrimony. How you whine with that bubble, put a cap on it. Big shout out to the ones who turned their back on me. When I sat inside that cell, I wasn't that lonely. God was with me all the way home, I'm back on it. 2 broke girls waiting with a rack for me. She made a meal and want a snack on me. Like a stripper chick, throw it back for me. And the fam got the line on the pack for me. Like a candle putting fire on wax, homie. Just pay my bills, ain't got money left, stepping in my good shoes. Cuban on my chest, lady, can I roll with you?
Yes, y'all. It's your boy Mac a lot, y'all, here with another one like the other one, y'all. Coming with episode number 11, y'all. Let's go ahead and kick the intro, and then we'll get started, y'all. So make sure you share the live. If you're in here already, make sure you share the live. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Say you love me, you don't love me, why you change on me? Keep a on my side, it won't change on me. Shout out, please, that's my brother, he won't fold on me. And if it come down to it, he'll for me. This tricky, seeing how these other niggas move. Gotta keep my head on the swivel, gotta play it smooth. Know I can die anything, so I ain't afraid to lose. I'm knee deep up in this water, gotta stick it.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. You know, we back with another episode of the Not Afraid to Lose sports podcast, y'all. It's your boy Mac a lot. Got a very special guest with me. We're going to go ahead and get this interview started. To my special guest, can you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your upbringing, like where you from and how was life growing up?
Well, Ruben Harper, born in Stockton, lived on a few sides of town, Conway, Sierra Vista, East Side, West Side. I've been all through Stockton as a young kid. And man, it's amazing that I know you, you know what I'm saying? And you got something special going on, which is amazing. And, I'm over at Franklin with Booker Guyton coaching secondary play. He's the secondary. And, I'm just excited about getting on here with you, man. I didn't know you was doing this.
Great. Yeah, I just started this about maybe like 2 months ago. Like, this is my 11th interview. So about 2.5 months ago, I just started. I was doing my own Black and Mickey's podcast, but had the opportunity to do this. So I said, been supposed to do this a few years ago. So finally happy to make it happen. I met you years ago in the music scene.
Yes.
And I never knew you was in the sports or played in these sports till just recently. Heard you played football and ran track. Can you give us a breakdown of how you got into football and track growing up?
Started in Conway Homes, man. A cat, good friend, Tyrone Binder. Because I was a soccer player. I didn't even play football. And I think, as kids, you always think you better than everybody. I beat you. You know that argument you used to have with your kids. And Ty said, man, you can't play no football. I said, man, I'm better than you. He said, boy, please, because I never played football, but he had. And so I was like, man, I'm going to go out for the Vikings, South Stockton Vikings. Big up to Coach Cruz and Mr. Coach Castillo. Them were the guys that got us.
Now, not to cut you off, is that One-Eye Ty?
No. Tyrone Binder.
Tyrone Binder.
That was Tyrone. You talking about Tyrone Taylor. Tyrone Taylor,
yeah.
Tyrone Binder, the Binders. So
okay.
Yeah, but we was all, Tyden was older than me, but we all played basketball and all that stuff. We used to look up to them guys, James Taylor, all of them. And so I went out for the football team and made it and ended up playing. You know what I mean? And from that standpoint, I was like, man, football is exciting because you score a touchdown, hit somebody right, man, everybody all jumping all on you. I was like, that's exciting to me. Soccer is a strategy type game. You know what I mean? You got to kick the ball to somebody, outrun cats. And, man, that football got me. I got stuck on it. And then from that point, I never went back to soccer. And
nice. What about track?
Well, a cat that really got me running track at Edison was Keith Taylor. Keith Taylor was a dog in the 400. And he said, Ruben, man, come run track. And I went out one day, jumped over some hurdles. Then I was about to leave. I'm saying, I ain't doing this, man. And he said, man, just hang out, bro. Just hang out with us, man, and just run, just see. So I ended up running and liked it. And then just started running. I ran the 330 low hurdles, the mile relay, 440 relay. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of fun doing that. And that got me stuck in the track. Keith Taylor and James Moses, Troy Thomas, all those cats, man. We had a lot of fun. And
okay.
So, most football players run track for speed. So I was a football player.
Faster.
Yeah, didn't matter if you get fifth place. You just want to get out there and get fast. I can get 2 more steps. I'm good.
Okay. So, were you good from the start? Like when you first started playing, you went out there, or did it take you years of practice and hard work, or would you just had God-given ability?
Well, from playing soccer, I had good footwork, automatic. So I was pretty decent coming out, but as time you get better, you know what I'm saying? And that's from dribbling the ball, playing soccer, you know what I mean? Because it's all footwork. And then I end up playing running back, and we talk about high school now, but I was a DN initially. I played everywhere in high school as a freshman because we had frost off. We didn't have a freshman team.
Okay.
So we all had to play with the sophomores. So I came out and played wherever they let me play, and I did that. And then as you start kind of understanding the game, you find out what you're good at. So even though I was a running back, but see, we had Aaron Jenkins and Jerome Gross. You know what I'm saying? I was like the second choice. They was a 2-star. I was a second choice, but I was a receiver. But my position was corner. So I was a better corner than anything else. Because at some point, where you're going to be at on the football field when you get to college level.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I tell my players too, man. Don't. I really tell them don't try to play running back, because running backs don't have a long shelf life in the NFL. Right. So I really try to get them at receiver or at cornerback, somewhere else besides running back. Right. Running back is more for high school and little league. I see it.
Right.
But to get there, so tell me this. So you went to Edison High School. What was your experience like that? And did you and or the team have any accomplish any big achievements while you was at Edison?
Yeah, man. We my year. So I played with Booker one year. Well, I played with Booker all my years at Edison, but he's older than me. Because you know how we had soft frost and you just go up. So we had good teams, man. Because see, people don't understand. We used to run the ball 100%. We didn't throw the ball a lot. We threw it, but you had to have a great offensive line and a good, running scheme. And Coach Washington had, our backfield was 2,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? On a mediocre squad, you're gonna get it, because when you came to Edison, it was man on man, big on big. If I'm whooping you, we're gonna keep running. And we ran the ball a lot. And our running backs from Jerry Montgomery, Joseph Hodges, to Aaron to Jerome, all them cats. It was a few guys on the squad, man. We was. If you added all them cats up, you got over 1,000 yards from each individual person. That's over 5,000 yards. And just
Jared
running.
Montgomery? What Jared Montgomery?
Jerry Montgomery passed away, man. That dude was woo. Jerry was a cold dude.
Because I know another Jerry. I know another Jerry Montgomery. I was like, I know Snapper ain't never played no football.
No, we got whole different guys. Boy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, right, great. And back then it was more about running. Nowadays they trying to air the ball out.
Yeah,
you know, but back then you used to have a running game.
Right.
You know. Right. And that's what I like more, running the ball.
Yeah, that blocking scheme had to be on point.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to run.
Because it's fullback, tailback.
Yeah. So you say, I know you mentioned some names, but that's crazy. You was mentioning some names because I had that in my questions coming up during your years in high school. But you just mentioned that some of the names that was with you. But I'm talking about all around the city. Who were some of the other dogs in the city, and who was the man, or as the kids will call it these days, the dunk? So other athletes, not just at Edison.
Okay, so across the Stag, you had Mo Hill, Donald Stewart, the Howard. I would say last name. There's two. I don't know if they were twins, but they had that last name was Howard. Lyman. You had Otis Edmonds, Mo Spiller. A lot of cats, man. And then and we were like the top two teams. I'm at Franklin now, so at that time, Franklin wasn't getting the respect that they deserved at the time, but they always had somebody at Franklin that got down. You know what I'm saying? But that was the game that we was like, man, we're going to whoop on them. So it was like almost like a rivalry, but it wasn't like a rivalry for us because Stag was our rival.
So Edison and Stag was the ones.
Now that was the big one right there.
Okay.
That was the big one. All right. Because that's Southside bragging rights. That's Southside bragging rights. You know what I'm saying?
So St. Mary's wasn't.
No.
St. Mary's wasn't in the picture. None of that.
Listen to me. We didn't think about St. Mary's in Lincoln, bro.
Oh, okay. Now around what years are we talking here? Because you naming some names I don't even recognize, and I know a lot of history.
That's 83, 84, man. 83, 84.
Oh, okay.
So
I was a couple years old. Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at it, Mo went to University of Washington. Donald Stewart went to University of Washington State University. You know what I'm saying? Aaron went to University of Washington.
The only ones I remember, the only ones I know is Gross, Jerome Gross. I know the Gross.
Tyrone or Jerome?
You said Jerome Gross, right?
So Jerome played with me, but I was a year older than Jerome. Now Jerome was a beast though, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember. What was that? Was Bubba Gross in them?
No, see, Bubba played before Webster played. Webster Slaughter. See, Bubba went to University of Arizona, and then he was at the Cleveland Browns. So Webb got drafted to Cleveland. So they two.
Yeah, that was one of my dad. That was one of my dad's good friends.
You see what I'm saying? Them two Franklin dudes, and they went 0-20 every year. But look, they got two NFL guys, and I talked to the kids about that. I said, y'all know y'all got some cats that was out here. Frank Strong, Tim Brown. The kids would be like, we don't know that. So Booker got to bring that.
Yeah, they don't know that. See, now we talking my era. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So they just like, because you know what it is? You don't have them posted up around the school. So these are the guys that came up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we got to try this. You know what I'm saying? And so, we have so much coming out of Edison. So you got it. You know it. But when you come to a place, man, where the kids like, man, I don't know who Webster Slaughter is. I don't know who Bubba Gross is. And even the cat that played baseball over at Franklin, them kids be like, oh, no. So Booker said, man, y'all gonna know who they all are before y'all leave here for sure. So,
and it ain't nobody been great as of recent either. Like the recent ones you got at Edison, you got Joan at Lincoln, you got Raleigh at Edison. So those recent.
You got Devin at was what came out. I think he came out the same year Raleigh came. They both went to USC. Devin is now at
Alabama. Yeah, another Edison guy though.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about Franklin. Franklin ain't had none of those.
Okay, yeah.
Recent.
Yeah.
Nobody
working on it. We about to start working on it. We got
the last names came out of Franklin was like Tim.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know.
Frank Strong.
Yeah, well, that was way Frank. There's been some after Frank now.
Well, Chris
You
Cash.
know, the Tim Browns. Yeah, Chris Cash. He was there with Frank though.
Yeah. I'm just gotta give you the
Uh,
guys that was there because see, a lot of these kids don't know that though. See, we know
yeah,
that because we follow it. We know that, but these kids like
yeah,
now know that. So yeah, man, you guys have
yeah.
some dogs
Definitely,
around here,
definitely.
man.
Franklin used to be the big dogs. I mean,
Yeah,
Franklin
yeah.
used
Oh,
to.
yes,
They
most
had
definitely they
their
were.
years.
They were.
They had
You
their
know.
years.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes. So, playing football and running track in high school, which one was you more passionate about and why?
Football was because I felt that track for me was like to really get out there and get my speed right. Coach Washington said, man, he said, Harper, man, if you go out there and you run, you'll get about 3 more steps you probably need to outrun people. And I was like, wow, coach. And that day I went out there because the head coach at the time was Terry Wayne. And we was in the weight room just lifting weights, man, getting ready for football. And that's what I said. Keith Taylor said, man, Ruben, come run. And then I started running. My first track meet, I ran the 110 hurdles. I was like, oh, man, I won, but it was like terrible, jumping all high, not trying to hit the hurdles. And then finally, probably like 3 or 4 weeks later, I'm on the 330 low hurdles. And man, I start feeling it. I'm feeling it like, wow. Then I start feeling that them 110s and those 70s. Wow, that was cool. So I went 25-0 hurdle running, just killing everybody. And
Wow.
it's exciting, man. It was exciting to me. Like now, and I know my first 2 steps, you ain't gonna get me up. You don't get to that first hurdle before I do. It's over. And I was just killing cats. And there's a cat named
who?
Louis Perez. He went to Edison. He was a 330 holder champion. He ran like a 37 in the hurdles. I mean, I watched this dude chase a dude down in the mile relay. The dude was probably like 60 meters coming off the curve, and he got the baton, and he chased the dude down and caught him at the 300 and just walked past him. I was like, wow. And I said, I wanted to do that. Louis had me all pumped. So when I got in the mile relay, man, the fastest I ever ran, because I didn't like running that, but I ran a 50 flat, and we set a record at the sections that since they don't let us go. We was the sophomores. They don't let you go to the sections. Be to running the sections no more. Now you stop at a certain point, and then it's all varsity. So we ran a 315, 316. We broke the record. But check it out. It was a 25-year-old record that we broke. That was set by Edison High School.
Oh, and nice.
It was amazing. And a few of the cats that set that record was there. Frankie Rowe. I can't remember all the guys' names that was on that team. We set that record.
Somebody had just put up the records and stuff not too long ago. Somebody posted a lot of the Edison records. I don't know if it was Booker or somebody was posting the track records and stuff like that.
Right. But you got to go, Mac, you got to go way back to pull them up, man. It's a lot of records that's probably still there right now.
Matter of fact, I think it was Booker because I believe Horace just broke a record. Langdon. He just broke a record last year.
Oh, what record was that?
I believe the 400 one.
No, you talking about Speedy.
No, I'm talking about Langdon.
Langdon ran, if you're talking about the 400, Langdon ran 100, 200.
No, he broke some last year. He broke one of them. Maybe the 200.
No, I'm going to tell you what you saw. You saw the young man they call Speedy over there running. Booker probably posted that up because he
No.
You sure?
I know Lang. I know Lang.
I remember Langdon ran 400.
Yeah, I don't know which one he won. I think it was I thought it was the 400, but it may have been the 200.
Lane was a 200. Lane was a 200, 100 guy, but I think he ran a 10-6, 100 meters. But if you're talking about something right now that Booker's posting, he's posting. It had to be Speedy because he runs the quarter and he's a freshman. Yeah. And he dope on it.
I know. Yeah, I know Speedy too.
So
Antoine.
Yeah, he get down.
Yeah. I know him. Yeah, he's gonna shatter a whole bunch of records.
Oh man, he about to do it, bro. He about to do it.
Last year last year, Lang,
Oh,
he broke
okay
he
last
broke
year.
a record.
Okay,
I don't know if
okay.
100 or 200. It was one of them, but I know he broke a
Those are his
record.
races right there. Yeah, that's dope.
And I was surprised, because I know he fast, but I didn't know he was that fast to be
Oh,
breaking
Lane,
a
go get
record.
it. I'm gonna tell you something
Yeah.
about Langdon Horace.
His dad was the truth.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this about Langdon Horace, man. That guy, because we all was at Edison last year. He stayed after practice and run routes. Everybody else checking it in, and I went up to him. I said, "Man, you know what, bro? I learned this from Webster Slaughter. He would be out there running like he got somebody guarding him, full speed. Blah, 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 blah." I said, that's what made him good at what he did. That's what gave him 12 years in the NFL, because that dude worked hard. And I trained with Webb my first year out of junior college going into Pacific. Man, that dude do not play. Everything is 100%. Everything he did was 100%, which made me better because he was smoking me all day, but I just couldn't give up. And Mike Merritt to tell me, Mike Merritt to say, Rube, Webb did that to everybody. I said, man, dude, he said, that was my therapist out there because Webb was putting hands on me every day. And I was out there for 2 months. 2 months. But then what happened for me was that transformed me into a better corner, because football's a tempo and every level gives a different tempo, different tempo.
Yeah.
So see what I'm saying? So Webb taught me, like, bro, this is all tempo. So if you're running from here to there, you got to have a time on it so you can get there and get back, because I'm getting ready for the game. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell kids that, I say, hey, man, I learned from the best, bro. Let me tell you, between Mike Merriweather and Webster Slaughter, and they going back to camp and have to go run, do that physical fitness test, bro, listen, that test is totally different. So when you out here working, you practice. What they say, you practice like you play.
Practice like you play. Yeah,
Man, it's for real.
Kids
It's for
don't
real,
want to
bro.
listen. They don't understand that. They don't understand that. And I was dealing with that these last 2 months, because I was coaching this spring football team.
Oh, okay.
And the kids didn't understand. I said, man, y'all going slow, moving slow, man. Get that tempo going. Practice how you gonna play in the game. This is why we don't do what we need to do in the game, because of this at practice. Like, that timing, you got to get that timing down. Quarterback got to get that timing down. So run that speed that you're gonna run in the game,
100.
so it can be. It's like clockwork in your head. Yeah.
And I learned that from Webb, man. And when I got to the university, boy, I was clowning cats because I was at that tempo.
So yeah, let me get to that. So coming out of high school, with you being a pretty good athlete, did you receive any college scholarships straight from high school?
Yeah, I did, but I wasn't doing the right things in school, man. I was playing around, having fun. I had to go to Delta, but it was fun. Delta was great. That was my second chance. Delta was great, man. I was on my way when I set out 1 year because I didn't want to play. I was like, let me sit around and go work somewhere. And I started doing that. And then Booker had came over. He said, man, you gonna come out and play this year? Him and Denisio Wright. Like, man, you gotta come, Rube. You gotta come play. And I was like, man, yeah, I'll think about it. Then I went out. And I think what it was, it took me my first game. Coach Gaines, man, amazing dude, bro. Randy Gaines is a cold dude. That's my dude, man. He said, man, Harper, just stay out here. You're going to see. Just hang out, man. You're going to see. And I did. And then I got back to love of it. You got to have the love of it. You know what I mean? I got back to that. And Randy was more like, Coach Gaines was more like, hey, man, get a scholarship, go to school, get your education, let it be for free. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, Coach, I got you.
So Gaines was at Delta then, not Barlow?
Yeah, Gaines. It was the head coach at Delta at the time was Coach Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, Coach Jordan, Coach Gaines, Coach Raydell Barkley, Coach Barkley.
Oh, Coach Barkley.
Yeah. Coach Barkley was there. Yeah. Oh man, I knew all them OG cats. Man, they're my guys, man.
Yeah, I remember Coach Barkley. All right, so after Delta, you end up going to UOP. What made you go to I know back then it was UOP. You didn't want to, you didn't want to get away from Stockton, being that you grew up here and been here your whole life. How did UOP come about?
Well, Booker with the Pacific. And he's like, "No, bro, come over to Pacific," because I was really on my way to the University of Illinois in Urbana, and I was raised by my grandmother. My grandmother had a stroke. And I was like, yo, man, I just can't leave my grandma like that, man. You know what I mean? I've been with her since I was 7 years old. So I was like, man, and she wasn't talking, so I couldn't really, have a conversation with her because she had a brain stroke. You know what I mean? So I'm just like sitting around, bro. I said, no, I ain't gonna leave. So I just went to UOP. So I used to go to Pacific, man. So I didn't want to have to be somewhere that I couldn't see my grandma. It was kind of like one of those things, man. And I was like, man,
Trust
I'm
me,
cool.
I totally feel you on that. I went through that year before last and didn't want to leave because my grandma had a stroke and I didn't
Yeah.
even want to work. I couldn't even work because I didn't feel like leaving her for 8 hours.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Watching
People
over
don't
her.
understand that, man. That was my chick right there, boy. And that was
And
very important to
I
me.
was just glad football practice was right around the corner. So I go football
Mhm.
practice for 2 hours and then I'm back here making
Yeah,
sure my grandma good.
it's
But
cool. Yeah, and
she
that's what
ended
it
up
was. That's what it was. And then I
yeah.
just I just went to
So
Pacific and made that short.
during that time it was D1, right? Back then.
Yeah. D1.
Were you a walk on or did you have a scholarship there?
So I had a scholarship. I had a scholarship at Pacific. So what it was, I came in late. So I came in after the spring. I came in the fall. So they said you a walk on, but I wasn't a walk on. I was a scholarship athlete. So yeah, I was scholarship.
Okay. Now I know there's quite a few great alumni players from UOP. I just recently found out former Raiders and Bucks coach John Gruden went there.
Mhm.
Can you fill us in on a few other great alumni from UOP?
Willard Harrell, Edison. Willard Harrell played there. Mike Merriweather played there.
Mike, I remember
Tom,
Mike,
Tom, Tom Flores played at UOP. Used to be the Raiders head coach.
head
Uh,
coach. Yeah,
okay. Hugh Jackson
Hugh.
played there. Yeah, he was a quarterback. Who else was there? Wow. My guy, shoot, what's that brother's name out of San Diego? Oh my God. And I see his face, man. I just can't think of the name. But Dick Bass. Dick Bass played at UOP. I would say
There's somebody else. Was it Pete Carroll?
Pete
Somebody.
Carroll. Pete Carroll. I'm sorry. There you go. Pete Carroll. Yeah, Pete
Pete
Carroll
Carroll
was
went there.
there.
Yeah,
Man, there was a few cats. Man, I can't remember all of them. Gene
yeah. Because
Thomas. Gene Thomas played there. Gene Thomas played for the New England Patriots.
because like last year
Lionel Manning.
I
Lionel
seen
Manning. Uh-huh.
John Gruden speaking on UOP, and he was talking to which players played there, and this player, that player. I was like, oh wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he went there.
Well,
So
guess who else? Gary Barlow played there.
Delta's coach.
Yeah, he played there. Gary played, and man, the coach, the offensive line coach over at Lodi played at UOP too. Dang, I can't remember my dude's name. I apologize, man,
So
but
did they ever give a reason of why the football program stopped over there?
man, you probably get a million reasons, dollars and cents. That's what it come down to. I think they felt like the football program, probably used a lot more money than anybody else. But what I hear is that but the football program go out and play and bring home say $3 million, and then the whole school used the money. You know what I mean? So it's like more general funds in this in the program. So at other schools, it's probably like this football money. So football money, because you got to go scholarships, you're doing all these other things you do. But at Pacific at the time, everybody was using football money, because football money probably brought a little bit more than everybody else. Because basketball, name another sport on the campus that brought in money outside of football. So I'm saying,
Basketball didn't start really till after.
Thank you. You see what I'm saying?
It didn't really start generating the money till after,
Right.
Definitely that football field was like a staple in Stockton,
Right. 100%.
Held some of the biggest games there, the
Right.
all-star games and
Right. Yeah.
stuff like that.
Of course. And I played an all-star game. So yeah, you're 100%. You're 100% of that.
And shout out to Joe Abdullah, because that was one of my favorite players, running backs back in the days.
Is that right,
Was
Joe? Joe
Joe
Ski.
Abdullah.
Yeah, I was with
Yeah.
Joe probably like about a month ago. You know, hanging out with him out the house, messing around. Uh, he don't mess with that football no more like none of us. But he started laughing because his
Yeah.
son plays basketball. His son Esau is a basketball player out in San Ramon. So yeah, he get
Yeah,
in.
I think he did make it to the NFL. Didn't he
Yeah,
play
he
for the
played.
Broncos or something?
Yeah, he played with the Broncos. Well, he started out with
Broncos.
the Indianapolis Colts, and then he ended up with the Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Shout
Matter
out,
of
shout
fact,
out to Joe, man.
he reunified with his college football running back, which is Marshall Faulk. So him and Marshall Faulk played at San Diego State together. And then
Oh,
Joe
Joe
came
went to
back.
San Diego State too?
Yeah, before he came back to UOP, he did. He tore his shoulder
Oh,
out at
okay.
San Diego State.
Oh, okay. And he
So
came back.
check this
Okay.
out. Let me give you this one. Joe was actually the second string running back at San Diego State. He tore his shoulder out. That's how Marshall Faulk ended up being who he was.
Oh. I think I heard that story.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think I did
yeah,
hear that story.
yeah.
The
That's what
injury
happened.
got
Yeah,
Faulk in. Yeah,
yeah. Then he came back here.
definitely.
Yeah,
Shout out to Falk. I know Lionel Hamilton almost beat
yeah.
that boy. Almost got his record. I think Lionel ended up getting hurt.
The Lionel
end of
got.
the
I
year.
think it was a foot angle. I think he broke his foot. Lionel was just here in town at Franklin, speaking to the kids.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get him on, and I'm supposed to get him on next week. He's supposed to be on here
Oh,
next
that's
week.
dope.
Matter of fact.
That's dope, man. That's a
Yeah,
dope dude,
yeah.
bro. That's a dope dude, man. Can't nobody tell me about Lionel Hamilton, man. Nice dude. Nicest dude you're going to interview, bro. I swear to you. Nice dude.
Yeah.
And I was
I
at
got my-
Edison. Go ahead.
I got my boy on here from New Orleans, so I know he's a New Orleans Saints fan, so I know he know about Lionel.
Yeah. Lionel nice, man.
Yeah, great running back. I was really rooting for him to beat Marshall Faulk's freshman record, and
Yeah.
then he ended up getting injured.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after college ball, did you ever try to keep going, maybe overseas, arena ball, or NFL workouts? What made you officially hang up your cleats?
No, I just, football was fun to me, man. I didn't have no aspirations of doing a whole lot of something else, man. And you know what, Mac, I even when I played high school football, different places, man, I wasn't about getting rewards because I didn't know when I first started playing, I didn't know they give trophies. I was like, oh, football, we got a banquet to go to because I ain't never been to a banquet. You know what I mean? So everybody, yeah, man, they give you most valuable, most improved, all that stuff. So I remember my first banquet I ever went to, I think it was my sophomore year at Edison, and it was a track banquet. And then after that, I was like, okay, I had won a lot of medals, as we out in running track at events, at whatever you call them. And so track meets. And so at the end of the day, I was like, man, this is fun. And when I learned that was serious, when I didn't show up to a football banquet, and the next day at school, everybody said, oh man, Coach Washington looking for you, man. I said, for what? You didn't come to the banquet last night. I said, man, did I have to come? He said, yeah, you did. Because he had an award for you. And I was like, oh, man, what kind of award? You got to go talk to Coach Washington. So I went to his office, and he's like, man, so why didn't you show up to the banquet? I was like, Coach, I didn't think that was like mandatory or something. He was like, man, I got you an award, but you won't be getting it until after track season now. So you go run track. He said, you go run that track, and then when we go to the track, banquet, then I'll give you an award.
You both of them. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's crazy. Man. That was crazy. So so I hear you've been coaching high school football. What made you want to get into coaching?
You know what? I remember I never did, really, to be honest with you. And I think one year now, me and Booker been partners forever, ever. Since junior high school. And Booker was the first dude who gave me some cleats. And so he called me up one day and said, hey, man, you want to coach? I said, man, I ain't trying to coach, Book, man. I'm cool. He said, man, come out here, man, and teach these kids some of the stuff that you know. So I went out, and I was like, oh, this is cool, Book. This is cool, man. Yeah, I'll come out there and work with you. So, man, I've been coaching probably like, I don't know, 15 years with Booker, just off and on, because I can't do it, all the time. But I work, man, Booker, we don't work with other coaches. You know what I'm saying? I remember Coach Carrito had Edison for a minute. We was with him. I was there for like 2 years. Left. Booker left.
Burrito, yeah.
Yeah, so we don't coach with a few people. And we always end up back at Edison. You know what I mean? And so Booker was up in Vacaville coaching at a Christian school. I went out there and hung out with him for a minute. I wasn't there every day, but I go up there. If I go up there, I go do some secondary coaching for him, teach the kids a few things. And then last year, I just volunteered, and then this year he's like, man, come to Franklin with me. So I was like, man, all right. So that was my
I know it.
influence.
I talked to him. He trying to turn that thing around.
Yeah. No. Booker good at that, man. Believe me. Booker good at that. Got some good coaches. Got some good guys.
It's gonna take a lot because a lot of kids ain't set to go to Franklin.
Matt, listen to me, man. Let me tell you something, man. Franklin got some kids, man. Hey, listen to me. I'm a brag on this right now. I guarantee we're gonna be 2-something at the beginning of the season. We ain't gonna be losing no games like that, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if we're gonna be back on here again, you can be like, bro, you told me the truth.
No, I've been coaching the Yellow Jackets for the last 5 years now, and I know definitely as of recently, the kids, they all like last year they was all talking about Stagg or Chavez, some with Edison. But there are a couple of my players that's over there. My boy Vince, Big Vince. And Booker was like, yeah, that's my best lineman. I was like, yeah, that's my boy. My boy is a beast.
Yeah, man.
Vince is a beast. So but even with me talking to Booker about maybe even possibly me coming over there, and he was like, that's what he wants to do, bring some of the young coaches that's been coaching. That can help these kids, the kids
100%.
maybe go there hey, I know all these kids, so hey, you get a coach like me there, more kids gonna want to come because I've been around them so long. So that and that's what it's gonna take, and I think that's what helped Chavez, with Gray being a trainer and working at Elevate, same with Crocker. And when he started at Stagg, the kids want to go to Stagg because he was familiar with a lot of these kids.
Right.
Same with Edison, with Lavelle and Tim. So it's all, it's all a thing. I mean, Booker's still Booker as one of the greatest football coaches out here. Right. But it's gonna take some youth that the kids is familiar with too to help out.
100%.
So I had some talks with Book. So hey.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
I might be there. He did tell me that receiver coach needs need to be filled. So you said you the DB coach, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we might be going at it.
Hey, listen. I tell the kids, lace them up every day, or you be standing next to me.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it, bro. Come out here, play hard, listen. Or you standing next to me, bro. That's sideline. You don't want to be there.
Yeah, sure. And me myself, I thought about taking a year off of football. I've been doing this for 16 years straight.
Yeah.
And the last 7, it's been no break because I've been doing right after tackle football, go to 7-on-7.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
And I did that for 5 years with the factory. And this year I was like, I need a break. I ain't doing 7-on-7. And then I let my sister trick me into coaching spring football. So I still didn't really get my break that I wanted. So, but hey, I love coaching. So
you're not though. Aren't you offensive coordinator? You the coordinator?
I'm usually offensive coordinator, head coach. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you ain't getting no break.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. It's hard.
And that's what's been keeping me away from moving up to high school. Like I did go put in for Edison with Croc when Croc came over there, but he was like, he didn't have no offensive coordinator, head coach spots open. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to do it. I value myself more than just a position coach because I've been coaching so long, but hey, sometimes you just got to go with the flow. Like something could work out for you.
Right.
Like it worked out for Otis. Like I talked to Otis. couple months ago, and he told me he was the strength and conditioning coach at Franklin. He said,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play my part until some open up. And look, right, even before the season starts, some open up for him.
Yeah.
Like, man, I should have
Sophomore
been
coach.
thinking like that.
He the head sophomore coach. Call
Yeah.
Otis. He might be the offensive coordinator. See you. Oh,
I did. I talked to him for a second. He's supposed to be calling me back.
man, Otis,
See,
call him
I
back,
think,
man. Quit playing.
yeah, I think he need to swallow it. He know I do this. He know I
Yeah,
really do this offense.
yeah,
And that's what Book said. He said that'll be dope together. You, Otis, and Richard Davis.
yeah, yeah.
Otis to
Tell
have
Otis,
two
man, come on, man.
Davises.
Go get your hair cut, man. I'm gonna come get my hair cut, man. We gotta
Yeah,
talk.
right. Right. So hopefully I hear back from him in the next couple of days. But I told Book though, if I don't do that for Otis, he don't want me on offensive, I will take that receiver position coach. So so more than likely I'm gonna end up at Franklin this year because I'm ready to go high school.
Come on, you're gonna have fun, man. We have fun.
So as a coach, long time coaching yourself, you've been coaching high school. You said you helped out with Book Rare Junior colleges. What would you tell a new up and coming coach like me with high school about coaching high school with its difficulties, its goods and its bads?
Skill based. Some kids get bad habits. For me, is a lot of, secondary stance. It's your stance. You know what I mean? How to position yourself to see things like almost like in 3D. So you got to have peripheral vision as a corner, because if you play in zone, I got to be able to see things as I get back and see how it opens up on the field. And what I try to teach the kids, I said, you got to, if you like to say, example, you're in cover 2, you got to be able to see the quarterback in a number 2 receiver because they playing dubs. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to see what the number 2 guy doing and the number 1 guy doing as you drop into your zone, so you can jump on plays a lot sooner than later. But you also got to read the quarterback. What does he do every time he drop back? Is he looking your way or is he looking the opposite way? So he's telling you where he's going. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to read that, but you got to be able to peripheral vision, see it, and keep your feet moving. Because sometimes you think your feet moving and they not, and the cat just running up on you. All of a sudden, now he up on you, can't do nothing about it. You got to teach kids how to read the field. We always say, if they far to the left, dude, like step inside a little bit, because if a receiver is that far out on the field, what can he do? He can't do an out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He can't do an out.
Yeah.
So you got to read the field. You got to know where to place yourself in the field so you can put yourself in a position. So you got to understand where a receiver standing on the field. That tells you what route he can run. So you got to break down those routes real quick. Oh, okay, he on the numbers. Okay, but he inside the numbers. Okay, he can do an out. You always got to know you can always go straight to the field. It don't matter where you at. I can always run a streak on you. You know what I'm saying? But when you playing strategy game, you got to know, like, okay, how's he standing? I got to read his stance. How did he come out the last stance? You kind of read things, man. I learned that in college. I had to learn that in college.
You know what I think gonna be the hardest thing for me? That's what really been keeping me from coaching high school. And I mean, I have help like being coaching 7-on-7 with the factory. But it's good. They didn't have too many knuckleheads. So, but some, you come across those kids that's older. Like I'm a no nonsense coach.
Right.
And when you get them older kids that want to talk crazy, and I think that's going to be the hardest part for me is dealing with behavior, like I ain't had that problem all my Pop Warner year coaching. Like this spring season. Huh?
You won't have it in high school. You won't have it in high school. You won't have it.
I don't go for it. I know I won't have it. I won't go
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why you won't have it. Because you be standing next to me. See, but I just tell them, like, hey, bro, do what I'm asking you to do. You're gonna see what I'm saying when you do it. But if not, you can stand next to me and he'll do it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna sit there and waste off. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit there and waste my time trying to get you to do something that I know that what they're about to do to us. And you all see, so I always give them a story. I said, hey man, I remember when I was in high school, I remember Coach Chandler kept telling me, Harper, we in cover 2. And I'm so stuck in my head, I'm playing man. I'm chasing this dude all across the field. and they was doing this halfback, doing a little thing, halfback thing. I kept them, they called it, but they kept doing it to me, and he was getting the first down. And Coach Washington was like, "Man, well, what is going on?" And I'm hearing the conversation. I'm on the field, so that we got him. We called timeout. Coach Chandler called me to the sideline and says, "Harper, we playing cover 2, man. Why you chasing this dude across field? They just swinging a running back out here, and he running up field. We just lucky that we faster than them." And I was like, "Man, I ain't doing that. Man, I'm playing. You know, I'm like, see, I'm where you talking about sitting down. I got it." Yeah. And then, so what I did was, this real talk. He told me, say, "Please do me a favor. If anything happens wrong in this coverage, when I say be right here, I'll take the blame for it." I said, "All right, coach." Coach Washington said to him, "Chuck, this is what he said. If he don't want to do what you say, sit his ass down." I was like, "Okay, coach. Okay, what you need, coach?" And I did exactly what he said. But here's what I did. I had a problem with him. I ain't gonna do what this dude tell me. I'm gonna just do what he said. So I got an attitude backing up into the zone. And he said, yes, wait there. And I waited. And all of a sudden the ball came. Pick, touchdown. Now I'm on the sideline. "Coach, what you need me to do? I'm gonna do it." You know what I'm saying? So kids gotta know that you know about the game more than they do. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell kids all the time,
it'd be hard for them to buy in, because I'll be like, "Man, I just told you." Like I'll be like, "Man, I just told you what they was finna do, and you didn't listen."
Yep. So that's
like,
what we deal with at practice. So I tell them at practice, I said, "Man, listen, it'll be on me if it don't work. Me and Coach Butch, it'll be on us." Coach would say, "Just do what you say," because you got to buy into it. So I got success from it. So now I'm at you, "Matt, what you need, man? I'm ready." You know what I mean? Kids got to see you be successful because they haven't been successful in certain situations. So when I learned that this guy been coaching here since the 60s. He done forgot more than I even know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, okay, Coach Chandler, boy, you turned me on, boy. Now I'm ready. And after that, man, I was picking balls off all day long. You know what I mean? Just listening and understanding that. See, we don't understand that you watch film. You watch film to a point where you like, I know when they come out in that play, I know what that is. When they come out that set, I know what that is. Kids don't be. I asked my nephew one time, I said, "You watching film?" "Yeah, they don't." I said, "You watching film?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "What you know about it? What you learn?" So you watching like you watching a football game. They don't
even watch football games, let alone film. Like they don't like watch football games. I'll be like, "How y'all don't watch the sport y'all play?"
Right.
And, even when you give them the game, I said there's YouTube. I said if you want to be a running back, go watch the greatest. Barry Sanders, the Emmitt Smith, the Walter Paytons. Go study people that played your position that was great at your position.
100%.
You think any of them ever do? Probably not.
No, they don't.
But you will get those ones that want to be great, that want to get better, that will go do it.
That's like your Raleigh Browns. When I first saw him run as a freshman, I was like, "Ooh, who is that? Dang, he carried that ball nice." I mean, his whole flow was nice. His whole flow was nice. I'm like, "Ooh, man, Raleigh, you nasty with it." You know, and he was
tearing my teams up since he was like 8.
You see what I'm saying? It's just you gotta have that. You gotta have that. You born with that, bro.
The Raleigh Brown era out here is like the Jordan era. Like you ain't getting no ring in the Jordan era.
There you go.
Soon as his era was gone, I started winning Super Bowls. Like, hey, you ain't getting nothing in Raleigh era. You know, so and it was a good thing. Jonah was in a different league, so he was at St. Mary's, so we didn't have to worry about him. But DYFL, Raleigh had an era where if 100%. You in that era, close it. It was Michael Jordan era. You ain't nobody getting no rings in that era.
Yeah,
you know.
So you know, I think in high school you do a lot of talking and teaching. There's a lot of talking because I got to show you stuff so you'll understand what it is. So I do a lot of secondary. I've been a secondary myself. Like, this is how you got to do it. This is how you have to stand. And so a lot of kids, you know, a lot of people never played the position. You trying to really teach the position. And I played the position, so I'm not playing out of position. So if you tell me coach a receiver, like, bro, come on, man, you playing. I don't coach no receivers, man. I don't even know, you know, that's not even my thing. I played receiver in high school. That was it. But, you know, once you start getting a little deeper, then you start finding out, like, dude, I don't weigh enough to be no running back. You know what I'm saying? So I can't play that position. You can't be 5'9", 140 at playing at junior college. You ain't gonna do that. So I had to go where
So
I
when,
fit.
so when you say you got to show them, do you actually get out there and
Yeah,
play the
yeah,
coverage and run and stuff like
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
See,
Because I
I
got to
kind of
show them
gave
how
that
they
up like
accommodate. Huh?
I kind of gave the running and stuff with them up like 2 years ago. I was like, oh, because when I run, I'll be sore for 2 weeks,
Man,
But
no,
I used to get out there, run with them, do this, do
mm-hmm,
different drills with them. But these
mm-hmm,
last
mm-hmm.
2 years was like, ooh,
Yeah, I
no,
do it
maybe
right
if
now.
we
I
do.
still do it. I run with
Oh,
them.
okay.
We condition. I jump in the conditioner with them, just because. But more so, I'm just showing you in the secondary how the play should look. And as Booker them call offense, I need you guys to see the routes as you getting back in your and say cover 3. You got to see the players, because I said here's the one thing that I know. After 10 yards, they got to make their decisions what they're gonna do. That's why you always have to keep your little 4-yard cushion, because they're going to cut. They got to do something. But here's the thing. If you play in zone, like once again, your peripheral vision got to be on point, because I said in high school, they not like college. They get the ball, they look, and they looking before they throw the ball. Looking who open. Progressions, they got a progression. In high school, I'm boop, I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my guy over here. I said, so when you playing zone or wherever we playing, you should be able to peek in and see that without getting ran past. That's the name of the
Yeah,
game, man.
definitely.
You got to do a lot of things at one time, and it becomes real natural for you if you do it enough. So we trying to get them to do it enough times where they can see it and react faster. So football is reaction. So we're trying to get them to that point.
So you were saying y'all gonna win some games. Can you give me your prediction? Can you give me your prediction on Franklin's record this year?
Listen, coming up, I'm bragging. I told Booker, man, I say, man, you know what? We're gonna be 8 and something. We're gonna be 8 and something, bro. We're going to the playoffs. Guarantee you that. We're gonna be there. Mac,
That's that
I'm serious.
confidence.
Yeah, we're gonna be there, bro. I
But
always want to give you 2. I give
why
you
are you
2.
so confident just being a DB coach? That like you don't have a big part, a big piece of the puzzle. Like,
Listen to me.
I'm confident like that too. When I got a big piece like offense, like I don't feel like nobody can stop me. I'm gonna lose some, but majority of them I'm gonna win. I had that confidence because I'm able to control some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel that way just by being a DB? You think y'all gonna set the pick record?
Oh, we're gonna get it in, bro. Hey, listen. This is the first time I've seen kids don't complain about running. And we go to the weight room, they get in the weight room, they hit it. And then we have a station where you got to run. That's outside, run down about 70 meters and sprint back, get back in that weight room and hit it again. Them kids don't complain. Okay. They don't say nothing. And then check this out. Here's the cold part. Then the guys that's not doing something waiting, they on the ground hitting them push-ups on their own. We ain't saying do push-ups. They just on it getting it. And they was getting, so, football, you get punished. I mean, you acting up at practice. So some cats was messing around in the weight room the other day. Coach Bush said, come here. Because y'all mess around and get hurt in here. Now we got to deal with a whole other situation. We'll get some up downs. Huh? Yeah. Come on over here and get these up downs. Man, listen, it was only 2 people. Now it's 8 people doing it. They just doing it because they want to do it now. I said, Bush, did you get up? He said, man, no, they just joined in. Because
I like, and I tell my team that I like that definitely when like the best player would do that. Like the best player would come in and get them extra reps, get them extra, I always tell my team, I was just telling this team that I coach, like y'all lollygagging over here. Like I never had that problem. Most of my teams I coached, the best player, he always was in the top one or two. Said, I'm looking at my players now. I see y'all behind. That's telling me y'all not giving me 110%. Because I know, and I never had this problem. But y'all gonna set yourself back being like that. But I definitely appreciate that when somebody will just join in and do another one. They may be done. They're gonna go catch another lap.
And that's what they
So
did, man.
yeah,
I'm like, wow. I say they don't complain about nothing. They just doing it. I said, we got some guys then. Yeah.
y'all practice tomorrow?
Yeah. So they was out. They was gonna be. I had to do this with you tonight. So Booker say just go do it. But we on the weight room tomorrow, 4:30.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah,
be
I'm gonna
out on
have
the
to come
field
up there.
Mondays and
I need to
Thursdays.
come and see how many of my players is still up
Man,
there.
come
Because
out. Come out.
I know I had some. I don't know. Y'all got Tanner there?
What's his
You
first
know
name?
it. We call them by
Last
their
name?
last name.
You know
Tanner's
what?
tall Mexican kid. He had long hair. He played DN.
Oh, we got a few DNs over there, man. Some nice sized cats.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
I haven't
might
seen
be
nobody named
over
Tanner.
there.
Okay, but he might not be there now. You know how people don't, they don't want to come out until it's time.
Oh
Nobody want
yeah,
to feel
yeah.
that early pain. They don't want to see, they don't want to feel that. But the guys that's come out there, man, I'm like, wow, they nice, Book. They nice. We got a nice size lineman. They nice, bro. And they hungry. They hungry.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But
know.
we'll
I
see.
got a lineman there too. Gilbert Sierra.
Okay, he's there right now.
I got my
See,
lineman.
I'm
Yeah,
sitting
my
there.
old lineman.
Okay, so Booker's doing all offense right now, but Orlando Evans and Anthony Baker be there soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about to go down, baby. It's about to go down. I'm
Yeah, I'll
telling
probably
you,
fill in.
man.
I'll probably come up there tomorrow and check y'all out, man. But before I
Come
let
through,
you out
man.
of here,
Yeah.
this is what I like to do on my thing. I want to do Mount Rushmore, right?
Mhm.
First, I got three I want you to do. Mount
Okay.
Rushmore of Stockton coaches, Mount Rushmore football, and Mount Rushmore track. And you got four on each. So we'll start off with your Mount Rushmore of Stockton legendary football coaches.
I get
Your opinion.
most definitely Coach Washington.
He like the
Another
GOAT,
coach.
huh?
Yeah. Coach Washington, man. You know, Coach Washington did a lot, man. Coach Washington, I would say from his tutelage, it would be Coach Nava. Coach Nava was a great coach. He was over at Stag with Mo and all
Yeah, I
those
remember
guys.
Coach Nava.
They Coach Snyder out of Tracy, great coach, man, great coach. And it was a coach. I can't remember how to say his last name, but he was out in Lodi. He was the head coach of Lodi, man. Nice coach, man. Great. He coached me in the All-Star football games. Snyder or something like that. I can't remember the name, but yeah, those are the four. And the other was what?
Four.
Yeah.
We go track next.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. Mo Hill, and I'm just giving you my era of track because if you go back, you got to be talking about J.D. Hill. You know, you got the brother from Franklin, but I'm gonna stick to my era. Mo Hill was a cold hurdler, cold. There was a guy named Marvin. Oh man, he went to Edison. He was a 100-meter guy. He was from Arkansas. I can't remember Marv's last name, but that dude was probably like about 5'6", but just killing everybody in that 100 and 200. Man, we call him Bird. Man, he was from Ball's Track.
Not McClendon, was it?
No.
Okay.
His name is not Marvin McClendon. I know you're talking about not Marvin McClendon. We call him Bird, man, but he was from Boss Track. Who else was out there? We had a 400 cat. Well, matter of fact, wow. Who can I can't think of track. A guy from Lincoln, they call him Quick Miller. But he was nice, competitive, very competitive.
Quick Miller.
Quick Miller, you have to call him Quick Miller from
and one more. Give us one more.
Oh shoot. I would say in the quarter back then was Ricky Maynard. Run that quarter. He was nice.
Ricky Maynard.
Yeah, Ricky Maynard.
Yeah,
he got a scholarship from Edison.
I ain't really heard none of them dudes, but I ain't never heard none of them dudes but Mo Hill.
Yeah. Ricky went to San Diego State out of Edison football scholarship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And for the last one, your Mount Rushmore of football. Don't just give us your era. Give us all time. I know you know some of the athletes. You named a
Well,
few of them.
okay, so if you say that, you got to go J.D. Hill, you know, Quintus McCray, Derek
That's
Kennard. You see what I'm
Derek
saying?
Kennard.
Uh, who else is that? Jeff. Oh, see, the one y'all didn't get is Dennis Edwards, but he played at SC too. Him and Jeff Simmons. See what I'm saying? So it's a lot of
Oh,
people that you could throw up
Jeff
on there.
Simmons. I heard of Jeff Simmons.
Yeah, Jeff.
Who you say? What McCray?
Dennis Edwards. Oh, what's his
Dennis
name? McCray. Oh snap! I said his
those
first name.
are some I ain't heard of. Now I heard of Jeff
Well,
Simmons. I heard of
if you
Jeff
go
Simmons.
if you go inside of Edison's inside the foyer area in the basketball gym, you will see
Yeah.
his he played for the Indianapolis. No, he played for the New England Patriots.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard
McCray
of
did.
JD Hill. I definitely heard
Yeah,
of JD Hill,
yeah.
Jeff
Let's
Simmons. But
shoot. Willard Harrell. He played for St. Louis Cardinals at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of players from Edison played at the major level. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I don't know of all, but if I was just like you said, not my era. So those are the ones that weren't my era. They was amazing.
That's like the era before you. Like you didn't add in
Way,
none of the new.
yeah,
You didn't add none of the
way,
newer. That's like if we asked for a Mount Rushmore of basketball and you gave us all the 80s players.
yeah.
You gave us all the 70s and 80s players. Like you left LeBron off. You left Kobe off.
Yeah, you will.
For Wilt Chamberlain and Robert Parrish. Like,
right.
But no, that's your opinion though. Everybody's Mount Rushmore is their opinion.
Exactly.
And those were some new names to me. Those wasn't like the regulars that you get, but definitely the JD Hill,
100%.
the Derek Kennard.
Yeah.
Definitely, those come up when you talk about Stockton football.
Yeah.
Even the Western Sliders.
Yeah, you see, yeah. So
all right,
so you said Edison though. See, I could have said Webb, Bubba Gross, you know what I mean? All of them.
No,
cats,
I said all time. I didn't say Edison. I was talking about Mount Rushmore anywhere.
I'm hitting Edison. I'm an Edison dude, so I'm gonna say all Edison cats. But yeah, Franklin. Yeah. Franklin has some nice ones too, man. Them too.
They have some dogs. It's been a lot. It's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talent out here.
Well, it's amazing. Amazing talent out here, man. Still. Still amazing talent, man. Yes,
and I think Stockton is really. I think they're looking over here now. The colleges and stuff. They're looking over here. We got the young athletes coming up now, like the Langdon Horace.
Langdon. Stanford.
Zoe Ward.
Well, my man, Kenny Moore.
Little Kenny Moore, Major Pride. They both at UCLA this year. So it's a lot of talent in it. The people they're looking this way more than anything. Like I have never, and I've been around high school sports a long time now. I have never seen this many athletes in the era get all these scholarships and offers from the Division I schools at that.
Yeah. Well, when I was in school, man, we had a lot of D1 offers, man. But the one problem that we all have, we don't want to go to school, and it starts at grades. It started at them grades, man. If we can stay, listen, Edison, the time I was going to Edison, you had about 8 guys could have won D1, straight up, all D1 cats, man, and they was getting recruited. Coach Washington was like, hey, he even told me, he said, Harper, you got to go to school. I was just making sure I can play football, run track. And then I understood later that I when I got to JC and got under Coach Gaines and man, you got to get it together, man, if you want to go. And so, okay.
And so that is one thing that these kids are doing. I'm seeing honor rolls. I'm seeing these kids, these athletes is on honor roll and stuff. Just like my nephew, LeVon James, that's Edison. And to see he just got a 4.0 honor roll, I was like, I'm proud of him because at one point when I was coaching him, his mama was like, oh, he can't play this week. He doing bad. His grades is bad. So to go from that to a 4.0 is like you want it. You going for it. You going to get it.
That's the point. So, you gotta want it, man, because You could be on that football field tearing it up, man. Cats want you, but then they're like, man, we can't get you in our school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so you got to
And
stay on
that
top of
definitely now they should be trying because it's a lot of money in college now. Yeah,
Woo,
I'll
boy,
be telling
look,
my players, y'all, we used to have to we used to have to make it to the NFL to get paid. Now all y'all got to do is
man.
make it to college, and y'all got
Listen,
some. Y'all may get paid more than some of the NFL players the way they
yeah,
giving
just
out
imagine
money
how that
in
money.
college.
And you know what
Yeah,
it's funny about us in Stockton, man. I always tell people this. I said we always got athletes they go play at the university they go to. We ain't like we get there and we can't play. We go out there and go get it.
yeah,
I said I've never heard of a player out of Stockton not go somewhere and not play. Either I'm gonna
they're
come
not
in and
playing.
make a difference today, or I'm gonna make a difference for you next year. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Mhm.
I tell people. I said, man, you count them. Look at it. Who that you know right now didn't make a difference their first year at the university or the second
Yeah,
year? You know what I mean?
like
I
you
said,
never heard of them again.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I said I
Yeah,
haven't. You know, so Stockton been blessed, man, to have that type of talent and have the type of guys that, you know, like you did 7-on-7. You know what I mean? So they get that. They get that, man. This is fun. I call it skirts and blouses. Like y'all having fun because then some of you cats like to talk a lot until you have to put them pads on. It's different. But have fun. Work on your
mhm,
skill while you out there doing that. That's what you do. Work on your skill. This is an opportunity because
yeah,
now it's 100% because a guy trying to shine. So that makes you have to get down too. You know what I mean? So, but the skill base is important. And I always
yeah,
tell people, I said,
definitely.
man, you know the cold dude. I watched him train some cats was Lavelle Hawkins, man. Man, Lavelle know how to train some cats when they come down
Yeah,
that receiver.
Vail get to him. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
being around Vail and the
Mm-hmm,
factory for the last few years, you know,
mm-hmm.
it's helped me a lot in coaching and different stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Help me
yeah,
a lot. You know,
yeah.
yeah, him and Tim, like they
Mm-hmm.
excellent, like training, they get there and they mean it and they really
Yeah.
push the athlete. So
Yeah, oh, 100%, man.
definitely.
100%. And I like that about him
Mhm.
because he anal with it. Like, man, no, man, you gotta this how you gotta do it. And cats really go out there and I said, wow, man. But you know the guy that I really learned a lot from was Al Smith, man. Al real nice with that. Webb taught him and Joe, his brother Joe, man, how to run them routes. Them routes is crazy. I'm like, wow. But
See,
I
I
would be
never
content.
saw Al play. I heard a lot of great things about
Yeah.
Al, but I never got to see Al play.
Yeah, yeah.
Al
No,
was
Al was
after you,
nice.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Al played after you, right?
Yeah, Al was nice. Al was nice, man. Al was nice. Believe me. Played at Delta
Yeah.
too. Him and Joe played together at Delta, Joe Little. So yeah, they was
Oh,
nice.
okay.
They was nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But no,
Oh.
man. I appreciate you having me on your show, man. Most definite. It was
No, I
amazing.
appreciate you giving me your time today, man. Because when my folks told me, I was like, man, I didn't even know you played. I didn't even know you played sports and stuff, man. I was
Yeah.
thinking you was just in the music and stuff.
No, no, no. Fun
And
fact.
and
This is. I'm
and
gonna give you a fun fact. I'm gonna give you a fun fact. So I've been out of college probably over 20 years. I don't even count it. I and probably two other people hold the interception record in one game. I had got 5 in one game, but they gave me 4. So I was a Sports Illustrated Player of the Week with 4 interceptions in one game.
oh
The
wow.
only other person out of corner, the only other person that had that was Deron Cherry from he played for the Kansas City Chiefs. He was a dope DB, but he played
Yeah,
at
I
Cal State.
remember Terry. Yeah,
Yeah, so me and
yeah,
him,
I
me and him
remember
had
Terry.
we tied the record, and the record
Where
hasn't
was
been
you
broken.
at?
At UOB.
Where was you playing? Huh?
Oh, the
At
defensive
UOB?
back. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
UOB? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we both have that record. That record's probably 25 years, and we still got it.
Four snags in one game. Did you
Four
run any
snags
of
in
them
one game.
back?
Yeah, yeah, of course. You got to take it to the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah,
okay.
yeah. So no, man.
I'm gonna
Being him,
do my research. I'm gonna do my
do that,
research on that too. Yeah,
do that, brother,
I'm gonna
do
do
that,
that. But
do that.
I know you I know I don't really talk politics on here, but I'm gonna get you on
Mhm.
my Black and Mickey's podcast, and I want to have a political conversation with you too.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
We can get it in.
I'll be hitting you. I'll hit you up about that because I see what you're
Okay,
doing and I like what you're doing with that. But we just
okay.
don't do it on this sports podcast.
No, that's beautiful. I
You know.
appreciate it. We can make it happen.
Yeah. So You want to before we get out of here, you want to let the people know where they can find you at, where they can tap in with you at, or any shout outs before you go?
You know what? You can find me at Franklin High School. Football coaching, man. That's what we do. We work with kids, man. I teach. After getting out of school, man, we go straight to football. That's it. Then I come home. That's it, bro. We don't, nothing else. You can catch me on Ruben Harper, Gmail. I mean not Gmail, Facebook,
Facebook.
all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
But I don't, what I mean. But I'm more so at football practice most of the time.
Okay, great.
School
So
football.
we're gonna hold you up. We're gonna hold you to that eight wins.
Hey, listen to me, man. We about to go get that. Believe me.
Hey,
We might even go better
if
than that, but I'm gonna give that to you.
If I get on board, man, I'm definitely saying at least 8.
Yeah,
hey, I'm with you on that.
Is already.
I'm with you on that.
Man,
Shoot.
we got some nice guys, but we got some good kids, man. Believe me, we do.
Yeah.
We're gonna show
All
that.
right, well, man, I appreciate you, man. I'm finna give me some dinner and call it a night, man.
Well, I appreciate it too, man. Thank you. And come
All
through.
right, yeah, I'll be there.
All right now. All right, Mac. All right, do your thing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, y'all. That's been another episode of the Not Afraid to Lose Sports Podcast, y'all. Had Ruben Harper on here for a nice interview. We're gonna play the outro and we're gonna head about this thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Say you love me, you don't love me, why you change on me? Keep a on my side, it won't change on me. Shout out, please, that's my brother, he won't fold on me. And if it come down to it, he'll for me. This tricky, seeing how these other niggas move. Gotta keep my head on the swivel, gotta play it smooth. Know I can die anything, so I ain't afraid to lose. I'm knee deep up in this water, gotta stick and move.
I'm not afraid to lose.
Okay, that's a wrap. Episode 11 is now in the books, y'all. It's your boy Mac a lot. Holla at the Mac, and I swear I holla back, y'all. See y'all next Monday. We got the one and only Super Bowl champion, Lionel Hamilton. He'll be live in the house on the Not Afraid to Lose Sports Podcast, y'all. So stay tuned for that. Y'all know. Holla at me. And we out.